Hey there. How are you tonight? Hey, Ed Vasquez. How are you? Where are you from? Where are you scoping in from? I just got myself a nice bowl full of ice cream, and I have just a couple of things to chat about tonight. Hey, from Kansas. Excellent. I'm going to be in Kansas City next month. Do you have any must eat places? Because I'm all about the food. Hey, Drew, good to see you. Yeah, I'm all about the food. Like ice cream now, right? Food there. Oh my God, totally. Yes. So last time I was there, I did the Jack Stack, I think is the name of it, where I had the burnt ends and I had the most delicious macaroni and cheese with corn or something delicious. Oh my God, it was like the best stuff ever. So yes, love that. So if you've got any recommendations for food in Kansas City, would love to hear. Hey Matt, how are you? 1540. That's good, but Casey Joe's is way better. You know, I heard that, and the Jack Stack burn-ins were just okay. I was way more impressed with the corn and cheese combo thing that I had than I was the actual brisket, so I would totally love that. Reach out sometimes and you'll hook me up with the places. Excellent. All right, Ed. I really appreciate that. So I just wanted to hop on really quick and talk about something that resonated with me today. I was thinking about a visibility challenge. Hey, for everybody that's joining in, my name is Sarah, by the way. I am the millennial coach, aka the Mill Coach, and I help millennials who want to do epic shit. And so I coach, I do all sorts of great leadership development, and at the end of the day, I help people bring more leadership into the world. So what do you need to do to lead? Well, one of the things that I think that you need to lead is the idea that we ask really great questions as leaders. And I was reflecting back to some time today earlier about when I was a kid, right? And I did a lot of rodeo queen pageants when I was a little girl. I've been a horse fanatic my entire life, right? I am a horse freak. And as a part of that, I wanted to be a rodeo queen. And it's a contest, right? Hey, Dustin, good to see you. And at these contests where you would go and be judged on your appearance and your horsemanship and your speech and all of this stuff, there was inevitably a question that would come up. And that question was, hey, what is it that your parents do? And I always hated that question. I absolutely hated it because every time I answered it, I felt judged. Right? So what did my parents do? Well, my dad was a railroader, so he, was a blue-collar worker. I can see this message. Hey, Dustin, thanks for that. Do you have a question for me? Anyhow, there was this question of what do your parents do? So my dad was a railroader, but the other one was my mom, right? My mom was a bartender. She was a waitress, aka mixologist, if you wanted to be fancy about it, right? And she was the lady who cleaned the bar in the morning. And so a lot of times growing up, I would be with her, cleaning up all the beer bottles and shitty stuff that wasn't really awesome. And so I always hated, they're like, oh, your mom's a bartender, she's a waitress. And you could just see that look of judgment on people's faces. And it was like, you know what? What you need to really be focusing around is me, right? I'm the kid right here. Thank you for the hearts, BTW. I'm the kid right here that's busting her ass to, really do what she loves. And so instead of asking me the question about what is it that my parents do or the titles that they have, I speak too much. Can I slow down? I can't. This is just my style. It's in my DNA just to rip and roar, right? You heart me? Thank you, Dustin. I appreciate that. So yeah, they would ask me this question, and it was like, you know what? Think about me, or ask me something that's more than just a title. Right? What does it tell you that my dad was a railroader and my mom was a bartender, aka waitress, aka cleaning woman? It doesn't really tell you shit. It doesn't tell you how great of a parent they were. It doesn't tell you how much they support me. It doesn't tell you really what they stand for. So as leaders today, I know that, when I'm talking to new people and we're like, oh, you're married? Cool. It's like, oh, my next natural question often is, what does he do? Right? And it's like, you get a title. Oh, well, he's the senior vice president, or, he's an artist, or he, has this kind of job. Hey, how are you, GT Kobe? Good to see you. Are you about titles? Do you ask people about titles? I hope not. And so I want to challenge you today, not to just go to the easy question, that question that will easily allow you to judge, okay, do I agree with that? Do I want to know more about that person? And say, hey, I want to know more, right? Instead of what is your husband, what is your partner, what does this other person do? There's a better question. So what are they about? What are they like? Right? That is much more open. That is much more inquisitive, right? That's much more curiosity based. And so if you don't like how fast I go, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to, maybe decide that, you want to just go with me or maybe not. But at the end of the day, I really hope that my language and my rate shows you how important it is to not just judge by title and not just to go for that easy question. Go for the questions that matter. Right? Go for the questions that give you some meat to really get to know and to understand and to just, get some insight. So if you want to be a fabulous leader, stop worrying so much about titles and more about understanding who the people are that you're curious about, right? Why just ask the question, so what do they do? Dig deeper and find out, what are they like? Mendong, a leader of what? I say that there are leaders of all different types, right? I know that I'm the kind of leader who inspires people to do bigger stuff, right? I did that when I worked in the credit union world. I was the director of learning and development for the largest credit union in the state, in Arizona. So it could be leading people, it could be leading your household, it could be leading your goddamn self at the end of the day, right? There's a lot that leadership can be. What makes me tick? Oh, that's a really great question. And tonight my answer is the thing that makes me tick is people and the opportunities that we have and the fact that I can do things like be on Periscope tonight and try to make a difference for somebody. I know that my strengths reside in my energy. I know that my strengths lie in my inspiration, my ability to just make people see things differently. Right? And I've always done that across all of my different types of jobs and careers that I've had. I am 38, right? And so I am a little bit older than a millennial, and I think that leaders need to be bigger today. I think leaders need to be more authentic, and I think that leaders need to just ask better questions. I am married. Right here. I've been married for over 5 years. My Husker loving hubby. So yeah, and I would hope that you would ask me not what does he do, but what is he like? Right? Somebody asked him the other day in a class, actually, I shared this on a Periscope a couple of days ago, and they're like, what does your wife do? And he described, that I'm a coach, right? That I help people do epic shit. And he called me a leadership coach, which I absolutely am. And the lady's reply was, people actually pay for that? I was like, yeah, actually they do. But his response was frickin' priceless because his response was, only those who really want to go big. Right? I loved that. So anyway, I wish that she would have asked a better question, not what do I do, but what am I like? Right? I'm like somebody who believes in all the possibilities. I am like somebody who's going to, move forward regardless of the situations or your upbringing or what your parents did or what they didn't do for you, right? You just keep moving on. You are awesome. You're awesome, Mal the Beef Gal. I love you. So yeah, your challenge at the end of the day, quit asking people what's their title or what is it that they do. Ask them what they are like. All right? So that's me signing off. If you like my message, you like my mojo, and you think that I might be able to help you, maybe up-level the way that you do your epic shit, then head over to my website. It's sarahjos.com, Sarah with an H, JOS.com. And you can sign up for my free 21-day epic shit challenge. You'll get a daily email from me with a video that asks you to think bigger. I have great mojo. Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that. I hope that everybody feels that way. I hope that everybody feels the energy and the possibility, the curiosity that you should carry with you. So it's 3:30 for you, 3:30 in the morning. That's early or late, depending on how you look at that. Yeah, it's what, 8:29, 8:30, something like that around here. I'm on Mountain Time. Yeah, so anyway, that's all I have to say. Thank you for that sweet comment, Packers 1252. I've been to a Packer game before and it was fantastic. Best thing ever. Not a huge football fan, but just the feel of being there, the Lombardi traditions and all of that was really cool. So anyway, I'm assuming you're a Packer fan. All right, well, that's all I've got for tonight. Again, go on, register for my free Epic Shit Challenge, and yeah, you might surprise yourself. You might be ready for something bigger. I think that you do need to dream bigger. You need to be asking bigger questions, and yeah, just showing up. The world needs you, baby. Thanks. Let's see if I can shut this thing off.